welcome to class today. Alright, today's topic is comparing the difference between 생각하다 and 생각이 나다. Alright, so what's the difference between 하다 and 나다 when we used it with 생각? Before I go into the lesson, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. First of all, 생각을 하다. 생각을 하다. Now we all know that 하다 is a verb, alright, and it's an active verb. What an active verb means, for example, it's very a verb that you use to do it. You actively do it something. You actively participate in this verb. So for example, alright, so here we go. Now 생각을 하다 is an active verb. For example, I'm thinking. Or what are you thinking? 생각을 하다. 생각을 하다 can be shortened to 생각하다. You remove the the particle, and it becomes 생각하다. Alright? Now if you link the G sound, it's 생각하다. 카. 생각하다. Not 하, but 카. 생각하다. 어떻게 생각해요? 어떻게 생각해요? Now, how do you think? What do you think about it? 어떻게 생각해요? What are you thinking? 뭘 생각하고 있어요? 뭘 생각하고 있어요? Now, in this case, 뭐를 생각하고 있어요? That's where you remove the so that 생각하다 becomes one verb and not 하다 as the verb. 뭘 생각하고 있어요? 뭘 생각하고 있어요? What are you thinking right now? What is it that is going through your mind? 뭘 생각하고 있어요? Now, 생각 on its own is also a noun. So for example, 무슨 생각이에요? 무슨 생각이에요? What thinking, what thoughts do you have? So 생각 as a noun, it's more like thoughts. So what kind of thoughts is that? What kind of thoughts do you have? 무슨 생각이에요? Alright, in a not so nice tonation. 무슨 생각이에요? It's like telling you off. What the heck are you thinking about? You know, what the heck is those thoughts, you know, in that sense. And it can be a bit rude. Not rude, but maybe not in a very nice way. Okay, so 무슨 생각이에요? 갈 생각이 있어요? 갈 생각. What kind of thoughts? What kind of 생각? Thoughts to go. 가다. 갈 생각이. Do you have thoughts to go, right? So do you have or not have what? What is it that you have or not have? Thoughts about going. 갈 생각이 있어요. 등산도 좋은 생각이에요. In this case, you are using an adjective to describe your noun, right? What kind of thoughts? What kind of 생각? Good thoughts, good thinking, right? So 좋은 생각. 등산도 좋은 생각이에요. Hiking is also a good idea. It's also a good thought. Alright? 등산도 좋은 생각이에요. Now let's look at 생각이 나다. Alright, so what is 나다? 나다 has a meaning of like to appear, okay, to come out, for example. 나오다, 나와요 is to come out. So 나다 is like to appear. 생각이 나다 means the thoughts appear. So it's not that I'm thinking, but it happens to appear, it happens to come to me. It's like recall in English. So 생각을 하다, it's like remember, like you put in an effort to think and remember something. Whereas 생각이 나다, it's not like you put in, it's not an active thing. It's not like you put in effort to remember something, but it happens to come back to you, right? You happen to recall about it. More like recall in English. 생각이 나다. Now be careful with the pronunciation, especially when you remove the particle. If you remove the E, 생각나다 is pronounced as 생각나다. Okay, so the G becomes a sound. Now if you'd like to know more about the pronunciation rules surrounding the G and how does it change when it meets different partemes, right? Please look for it in my channel. Right, or I'll put the link in the description box below and you can use that as a reference. Alright, so 생각나다, 생각나다. Now, one very important thing to note is that when you use nada, 생각이나다, you do not use it with 치 마세요. Like I mentioned, 생각하다, it's active verb, right? Something that you can do, you do and you decide to do, right? Whereas 생각이나다, it's not like you decide to do, it comes to you, right? It happens to float back into your memories, you recall it. All right, so we don't say 생각이 나지 마세요. In fact, do not recall. If you say do not remember, if you say please don't remember it, 생각하지 마세요. Alright, please do not think, please do not recall, please do not remember. 생각하지 마세요. In any case, when you use the grammar rule 치 말다, 치 말다, 치 마세요, do not use it with 생각이 나다. Now, another grammar combi, 을 거예요, 을 거예요. 생각할 거예요. I'm going to think about it. 생각할 거예요. 생각할게요. I will think about it. vs 생각날 거예요. I will recall it. It's like if given some time, it will come back to me. The memory will come back to me. I will be able to recall it. That's 생각날 거예요. Whereas 생각할 거예요 is like you're putting effort to go and remember it. 생각할 거예요. I 생각할게요. I will think about it. Whereas 생각날 거예요, don't worry, in time to come, memories will float back to you and you will be able to recall it. So that's actually very different in meaning. Okay. Now, a mini quiz for you. 어떻게 생각해요? What do you think about it? If I want to say, what are your thoughts about it? What do you think about something? 어떻게 생각해요? Or 어떻게 생각나요? Which one is it? 어떻게 생각해요? 어떻게 생각나요? Very good. 어떻게 생각해요? This is the correct one. 어떻게 생각해요? Alright, and not 어떻게 생각나요. 어떻게 생각나요 is how did you recall it? Okay? It's not how do you remember, like what do you think, but how do you recall it? 어떻게 생각났어요? How do you recall that certain incident, for example? Okay? I'm not saying it's impossible to form such a sentence, but they're very different in meaning. Okay? Alright, so that's all for today's lesson. If you have learned something, if you have enjoyed the class today, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Alright, I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye!